Hey guys, and today I'm gonna be watching a video called Three Creepy True Fire Drill Stories by Mr. Nightmare. And as I usually say, I do not own this video. All rights go to and credit goes to Mr. Nightmare. And by the way, sorry I haven't been on there. I've been making video for a week now because I've been busy with other stuff. And I'll put the link down to the description for original video. And let's begin.
I was 14, 8th grade, last year of middle school.
First, say there might be two parts because this one's 15 minutes and kind of because usually I would say something at the end of the video.
The bathroom on the main floor had a sign on it saying out of order, use upstairs or downstairs bathroom. A random older guy walked up to me and asked with a smile on his face if I knew where the nearest bathroom was. I told him yeah, either upstairs or downstairs. He thanked me and walked to the stairs. So to avoid more potential conversation with the guy, I went down. I wondered who that guy could be. Definitely not staff. Maybe a parent. I went down to the lower level, which was literally only for bathrooms and extra locker rooms for the sport teams. I opened the door to the bathroom. The light was off, as usual for this bathroom, since it was the least used one. I went to the stall and shut the door. I covered the toilet seat with paper and sat down. Suddenly, there was a white light flashing in the bathroom, and I heard the sound of the fire alarm outside of the bathroom. It was a fire drill. My heart dropped because I didn't know what to do. It was the first fire drill of the year. Would I get away with just using the bathroom while everyone else was outside? At this point, I figured I'd just do it. The flashing light got a bit annoying, as did the alarm coming from outside. Suddenly, the alarm got much louder. Then I realized it was because the door opened, and over came marching somebody right to my stall door. I saw their feet underneath the stall. I thought for sure it was a teacher coming to check the room for any students. They didn't say anything, though. I didn't know if I should say something or not. I looked at their shoes. They were just facing the door, but I noticed they weren't just standing there. I saw through that dreaded 1-inch crack of the stall door that everybody hates. Someone's face pressed up against it. Most apparently, a man's eye, open as wide as possible.
Oh, that is so
Then
creepy.
there was a chuckle from the other side.
I
I was breathing heavily.
was
now,
not
heart
expecting
racing
a
too.
GIF
I didn't know if I
picture.
should scream or not. Then the person got on his knees and stuck his
I
head
was like,
underneath
that
the
is so
stall to
creepy.
look at me.
Like, I mean,
That man from the hallway.
a mask or face, whatever.
When he
That's
saw
just
it was
creepy.
me, he
Like,
literally crawled
I
under the
thought it was
door
gonna
and into
like
the stall
get
and
really
grabbed hold of me,
close.
covering my mouth first thing. I remember he said things like, "Don't struggle and just relax." I didn't know what he was going to do to me. It was an unreal feeling, like my life
Pretty
was
weird
flashing
if,
before my eyes at
like,
such a
if an
young
intruder
age.
came a fire
An age
drill.
that you think
Well,
you're
actually,
invincible.
I'm not sure if I'll say
Then the
that, but
fire alarm got louder again.
guess
The
personally.
door opened. It was the principal's voice. Is anybody in here? I screamed, and though muffled through the man's hand, the principal heard it and came rushing over to the stall trying to open it. He screamed to open the door. The man let go of me, opened the door in the principal's face, and ran for it. The principal was a very old man, so he didn't chase after him. The school also didn't have cameras at this point, so as far as I know, the guy got away. The principal actually hugged me and was very emotional, telling me to come with him so we could call my parents. All my friends saw me almost in tears walking with my parents to their car. It was humiliating, but I was also just happy. The principal saw the man pull
Scary
the fire alarm and
experience,
run
though.
downstairs, so he slowly but surely made his way down there and checked the bathroom first thing. He unfortunately passed away 5 years ago. I still have great appreciation for that principal.
The principal passed away 5 years ago. Okay.
Back in high school, fire drills were usually a lot of fun, depending on what class you were in and which friends you were with. One particular dark, cloudy day during third period, my friends and I, who were in the same class, heard from the grapevine that there was going to be a fire drill this period. It was a Friday close to the
Is the
end
clouds
of the
moving
year,
or is just
and
my
there was
eyes?
really no work for any of us in our later classes. So we figured during the fire drill, we'd sneak down to the sump behind the school by the woods and smoke.
Wouldn't it be a good time to do fire drill, especially during a thunderstorm, because people get wet.
We looked at each other and laughed.
That's when dark. Well, it's kind of dark partly. Like the lights are on. Like the rest of the
we were on our
hallway.
way to the back entrance by the woods. We walked out in the middle of the crowd to the back section of the school by the basketball and tennis courts. We were pretty strategic about our escape.
15 minutes long.
Teachers in sight and crossed through a narrow opening between the tennis courts and a line of bushes. That led straight to the sump. A couple of kids watched us and probably thought we were a bunch of weirdos, but it didn't matter. We made it to the sump, which was literally a giant hole in the ground surrounded by bushes and trees, right at the edge of the woods. It had a nickname, but I don't remember it. All I know is it was the place that everyone came to drink, smoke, and do other drugs at night. Kids even
Don't
had
do it.
bonfires there before. It was a really dark day. The clouds were a darkish gray, giving the morning an almost early night kind of feeling.
True.
The breezy air hinted at a storm approaching too, which honestly just made it more fun for some reason. We waited until all the commotion up the hill quieted down, and we assumed everyone went back inside. Then we started talking and laughing. My friend went through his bag to get out that pipe and grinder. That's when I noticed something in the distance by the woods. It looked kind of like a person's face. A couple shrubs covered
Like
by
a
the bottom.
decapitated head or someone
What I
peeking.
saw just looked too much like a face. I looked away for a second to get my friend's attention, and then pointed in the direction of it. But when I looked back, it was gone. They thought I was an idiot, but now that it was gone, I was like 70% sure what I saw was a person. The other 30% of me wasn't sure if I was just imagining things. It was very dark after all. They didn't want to move though, so I didn't either. We smoked, and the higher I got, the more paranoid I got. I secretly never really enjoyed smoking too much for that reason. It gets me paranoid.
Don't
I
smoke.
went along with it just because
Bad for your
like
lungs
friends
and
did.
your health.
Now that I was high, all that I was thinking of was that face in the woods. Did someone see us? Were we gonna get in trouble? That's all I could think about. My friends wanted to walk through the woods now to an old shack that used to be used by the school for something. It was about a minute walk into the woods. I was uncomfortable with it. The air started to feel moist, and I started to feel those tiny pre-storm rain droplets. I once again warned them that we should go back because of the storm. They kind of ignored me.
Probably a good idea. Especially though you
On the way
shouldn't be
there, I
doing,
swore I could hear footsteps
drugs,
over an hours.
smoking, anything like that.
Honestly, I was so high I didn't even
Don't
know
do
where
it.
I was hearing them from.
As I say the third
In front of
time.
us, behind us, to the left, right, I had no idea. Then,
Unless there's
behind
people
us,
trying to surround you,
sure,
like
I
more
heard
than
a
one
big stick
person.
snap in half. I stopped and turned around, saying loudly, "What the fuck was that?" My friend stopped too, but they didn't hear it apparently. There was nobody visible behind us, and once again, my friends thought I was an idiot. Apparently, I seemed like I was losing my mind because I became the blunt of all my friends' jokes after that. The big old shack finally came into view. It was bigger than I remembered, and more creepy looking. The school stopped using this old building years ago, probably because it looked like it was about to collapse. Even
What
the
building?
path that
Oh,
led
it's
to
the
the
Oak
front
Shack,
door had
okay.
grass growing through the cracks. The front door was wedged open, of course. Surely students came in there all the time. My friend Jack pushed open the door fully with force. It was so dark in there. There was little light from outside to begin with. It seemed like there was just a bunch of old, empty crates. A lot of them smashed to pieces. There was a kind of nasty
From
smell,
this
however,
picture, it's like
one that my
really,
friends didn't
really
remember
old.
the last time we were in there.
Like rotting
The sound of
pipes,
something
everything.
squishy flopping on the ground, and then a foot hitting the wood floor made us all jump. In the corner of the room, was the shadow outline of a really tall person. We could only see him due to the little amount of light sneaking in through the window. We didn't scream or anything. We simply walked out the door the way we came in and walked quickly back in the direction of the school, aka civilization. All three of us took a look back at the window nearest to the person, and I swear to God, at that exact moment, the first flash of lightning struck, and what we saw during that flash was nothing short of horrifying. There was a guy with a seriously deformed face standing at the window, and I don't mean to talk ill of anyone with any kind of deformity, but this man almost didn't look human. Half of his face seemed to be drooping down. You couldn't even see one of his eyes. He was so close to the window too, his face was practically pressed up against it. I initiated a run and my friends followed. We got back down to the sump in less than a minute, where we collected our thoughts on what to do next, just as the rain started to finally come down. Just then, my friend Jack pointed up the hill back to the woods. There was a person standing behind a shrub, exposing only his face, just like what I saw before. This time 10 times closer, but still.
My bad. It's just that man in the face, that first story where I peek in the bathroom. Man, my heart's just beating just by thinking about it.
Not close enough to describe his face. All I know is it wasn't the same person as in the shack. We ran back to the school and hid by the back entrance where it was dry. We all came to an agreement to just go home, forget about what just happened, not to tell anyone, and never
but be
go back
careful.
to that shack again. And that was exactly what we did.
Okay, third story. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Okay, guys. See you in part. I was about to say part 3 for some reason. Part 2. But I cut this short because I just want to say something since 15 minutes, like over a second. I kind of wish it was a bit less than that. Anyway, see y'all for the next part of this video.